is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
How good is that?
G'day guys, welcome to the podcast today. Tampering is the topic. Love a tamper. Don't mind a Christmas hamper either.
It's a great part of the world, Tampa. And if you've ever been there
Florida.
in the States, it's beautiful. Yeah.
No, never been there. Nothing to do with the tampering we're talking about.
What are we talking about?
Oh, whether you wanted to change up a couple of details, maybe on your passport, your driver's license, could be a number plate. If you just need to get around the law a little bit.
Well, that's things that are illegal.
Tampering, sometimes you just need to be a bit creative though, Kate, and then it puts a different spin on the illegal activity that you're doing.
Okay.
But
sorry, officer, I was just being creative.
Don't you like doing a bit of creative work, officer?
Okay.
You're tampering. Get in the back of the divvy van.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Let's talk about comedy. And you know what? When a perfectly structured, very funny joke is, when it is produced, you've got to put it on. We've got to put it on the show. We don't usually do this, but Netflix is a joke. It promotes a lot of young comedians. One's called Ryan Goodcase. He's a young fella over in Los Angeles at the moment, and he has talked about comedy timing. Now, okay, you got to listen carefully because he uses someone from the crowd here, but I thought this was genius. This is Ryan Goodcase talking about comedy timing.
Comedy's all about timing. I'm going to demonstrate how good my timing is with this next joke. It's going to be exactly 60 seconds long. I need somebody's help. Sir, in the hoodie, the Nike hoodie, do you mind helping me with this? What I want you to do is to count backwards in your head from 60 to 0, and when I point at you, yell out what number you're on. Does that make sense? Go ahead and start. So I was talking to my dad recently, and my dad's a pretty old guy. He was born in like
56.
So I don't know how old that makes him, but it's sure older than
48.
right, guys? So anyways, he's like a rough and tumble guy, and I was trying to brag to him one day. I don't know how it comes up, but he goes, Ryan, how many women did you sleep with in college? And I was like, I don't know, probably like
40.
which is a total lie. It's a total lie. Like, if I was being honest with him and I counted all the women I've ever slept with throughout my entire life, the number would probably be closer to
27.
I did not point yet.
Two.
Hey, right in my bottom of the line. Yeah.
Very good.
Very well.
That's clever, isn't it?
Just to be on stage and not say a word and have everyone laughing until
is
he got
great.
down to 2.
More classic comedy when Kate enters the studio next. Is that right, Tom? Is that
Yeah,
what you've
you
written
bet.
on the board?
That's what it says on the board.
Classic comedy when Kate enters the studio.
Kate wrote that herself, which is so
she?
cute.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
What have you tampered with? I'm going to tell you a story. Don't put it up yet, Leno, but I'll put up soon. But the 24-year-old was allegedly caught driving 120 kilometres an hour in a 100-kilometre zone. This is on the M5 near Revesby. Now, this was on Sunday. Cops quickly realised that the bloke was speeding. They tried to get his licence plates and go, well, let's just suss him out. They did get another policeman come over the line and say, actually, we just picked that guy up in Bateman's Bay for doing the same thing. So he's been done twice, right?
Yeah.
The thing is, though, they couldn't register his licence plate and they couldn't write it down because he had tampered with his licence plate. I'm going to put it up on the screen now. So he's got out a black Posca and
Oh, my God.
Oh, man,
He's
that's a
filled in the-
sloppy job.
he's filled in the D, so it's DS, and instead of the S, he's got out a texture and he's turned the S into an 8.
Yeah, okay, great.
I don't even know what the third... I don't even know if that's a number or a letter. The fourth one is the number 1, but he's turned the 1 into a T.
He's clever.
And then the final... With the M at the end, I don't know what he's done with the M at the end. He's just filled in the M. So it's just sort of like a square.
The V at the top. He's blacked that in.
I'm trying to work out what the D with the middle coloured in is meant to be.
Do you think it's a C?
No, I don't.
Because it looks curved.
I think he's just trying to confuse them.
I think this is because when they take a photo as well, if they don't recognise the licence plate or they can't make out what the number or the letter is, I think everyone goes around going, if they don't know what your full licence plate number is, they can't book you.
Do you remember I told you I would never, ever deliberately tamper with my passport? But I was flying to Japan one time and I left my passport in the back pocket of my jeans, Kate, and I'd taken a hell of a lot of sedatives for the flight, and I may have had sweaty bottom at the same time. And by the time I got to Japan...
Did you wet your pants?
I got off the plane and I looked at my passport. The colour, the ink in the photo of me and my passport had seeped through the page. So the next thing you know, I'm in customs.
So bum seep.
Bum seep, yeah. With the Japanese authorities trying to tell them this is a classic case of Aussie sweaty bum of a nervous flyer. And it was hard.
Of course, the nervous flying thing, because I'm thinking, how on earth can your bottom sweat that much?
No, just sweaty bum in the pocket of the jeans. I had my passport in there, and then there was a language breakdown. They didn't understand bum sweat. It took me 3 hours to get out of there.
13, 24, 10, what did you tamper? Because I'm going to admit this one. When I was younger...
Oh, yeah.
When I was younger, I couldn't get into nightclubs, Kate. When I was 17, I looked like I was 14.
You little bubba, weren't you?
And Lenny's nightclub, it was called Lenny's, and everyone was having so much fun. It fit about 1,000 people in there. There were petrol bowsers in there that everyone used to hang around and they used to tell me about it. But I couldn't get in, Kate. So I had my proof of ID card, and I was 1976. What I worked out with the boys one night, I said, I've got to go for this, because Lenny's was quite dark to get in.
Yeah.
I said, I'm going to change the 6. I'm going to put a line at the top of the 6, and then I'm going to take a little bit of the 6 out in the bottom left, and I turned it into a 5, which made me 18, Kate. And? Welcome, Ryan Fitzgerald to Lenny's.
Did you get in, did you?
Did it work?
I got in.
How good is that?
I got it. So this is...
But was it worth it?
No, I'm not joking. This is what happened. I got in. The guy goes, no worries, you're sweet. In you go. So I got in and then I had to go and pay. And I went to go pay, and as I was paying, another security guard came over and he goes, can I please see your ID, please? I said, I've already shown the guy at the front. He said, no, I want to see it. And I freaked out, Kate, and I went to my other pocket, which had my mate's paper ID in there, Bruce's paper ID. He said, okay, well, it says here that you're 21. Can you please do your signature on this piece of paper? Completely stuffed it out.
Idiot.
Got booted, didn't get into Lenny's.
Idiot.
Oh, no.
Didn't see that petrol bowser in there.
Close.
Dallas and Neutral Bay, welcome to the show. What did you tamper with?
I didn't tamper with something myself, but I got a job in the bank back in the day. A girl had joined the bank when she'd been interviewed. She changed her E's on a HSC to B's.
All right, that's clever. Did it work, Dallas?
Well, no, it didn't, because she got the sack, and that's why I got the job, because they advertised it again because she'd falsified a HSC result.
A C to a B is hard, isn't it?
C.
Like going from a
No,
C.
an E to a B.
Oh, E
An
to
E
a B.
to a
Oh,
B.
that's much easier.
That should be achievable.
Yeah, but when you turn up, you don't... anyway, I just
Okay, let's
think
go
you
to
start
Steve in
badly.
Harrington Park. What did you tamper with, Steve?
G'day guys, I tampered with my resume a few times, but the main one was working for a ranch. I said I could ride a horse, do archery, and wrangle cows.
Awesome.
I've never ridden a horse or seen a bull or anything like that.
How did it turn out for you, Steve?
It didn't turn out too well. I worked there for a week, and I hurt myself pretty bad, and I went out on compost, so they had to pay for that.
Oh, you got the copper.
The Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
We're on. All right. It's time for
60-second starts.
Kate Ritchie's Time Still Standing.
Now.
End of financial year is out now at Sydney City Kia. Visit Sydney City Kia in O'Regan Street, Alexandria.
I'm Bill Dan, and thank you very much to Grant Denyer for hosting yesterday. He did a great job, didn't he?
Very good. Are you feeling nervous today about stepping back into the hosting role? Yes.
I am. Only $100 up for grabs today, but Darren in Maroubra wants that hungy. Hi, Dags.
Hi guys, how are you?
Really good, Darren.
Feeling really good, Darren. Feeling
the way.
really good.
Did you spend the night in hospital? What happened, Darren?
Well, mate, I was drowning in my own cough at about 3 a.m. and went up to the hospital, and luckily no one was there, so I got to sit in there and wait for 2 hours before anyone could see me. But you must pay by the hour up there, I think. But, yeah.
Darren, what did they say, mate? You got a bit of a chest infection?
Yeah, something like that. But I'll be right for the big game.
Okay,
right.
Darren,
Okay,
come on, here we
Darren.
go. You're going first. You're also in the running for the 2024 Kia Sportage SX Hybrid, thanks to Sydney City Kia, Darren. But $100 up for grabs today. If you have the power at the end of 60 seconds, it's all yours. Your 60 seconds starts now. The frothy part of a beer, Darren, is called the what?
Head.
Yes. Justin Timberlake was part of what boy band?
In sync.
Yes. What's the furthest north beach on the northern beaches, Darren?
Narrabeen?
No, it's Palm Beach. Let's go to Kate. What cuisine is Massaman curry?
Thai.
Yep. What is Volkswagen's best-selling car?
The Golf.
Yes. How many colours on the American flag?
3.
Correct. Name an artist that Scooter Braun managed.
Well, Taylor Swift or Justin Bieber or yeah.
Yes. What does it mean when someone does a Houdini?
Oh, they vanish. They disappear.
Was La La Land released in 2016 or 2013?
2016.
Oh, good get. A zorse is a combo of what two animals? A zorse.
Well, there's a zebra and a horse.
Yep.
Bang, Kate Ritchie.
Oh,
my God,
I'm so
Darren.
sorry, Darren.
You tripped up on the furthest northern beach, but then after that she
I
ran
don't leave
home.
Maroubra, mate. I never leave Maroubra.
Oh, because it's God's country, the bra.
Well done, Darren. Darren, you're in the running. Good luck with the car, mate. Good luck.
Thanks. Cheers, guys. Have a great day.
Good on you, Darren. Gonna miss Darren. He's done well there.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Justin Timberlake can't stop the feeling. No, he cannot, because those cuffs are bloody tight around your wrists. The poor man, he's been done. DUI. We saw this the other day, but there's a bit of detail that's now come out.
I think he's changed it to Can't Stop the Riesling.
Very good. Give him a ding.
I was thinking for F.
Yeah, can't stop the free flow. We should have done this off air, but anyway, I'm not one for preparation.
I had one.
Right.
I had one.
No, it was just wondering if there was a better one. This is interesting because the police officer has come out and said I didn't know who it was.
I hate these chats.
Justin apparently used the phrase, "Don't you know who I am?"
No.
He did.
Now, I saw that in a bar once, and the barman said, "Can anybody help this guy out? He's forgotten his name."
Was that
And
about
then, so
you?
did you leave straight away?
Yeah,
Or did
I
you...
took off. He thought I was Mick Malloy.
He thought you were Tucker Carlson. Hey,
He's
can
got a
you
good
get
head of
tickets? Can I get tickets to you and Clive coming up?
Yeah, sure, mate. Absolutely. Anyway, what's interesting was the officer was then heard saying, "This'll ruin his tour." And Justin said, "Sorry, mate, what tour?" He said, "Your world tour." So he did know who he was.
But that's not really the issue at that moment.
So that's interesting.
Wow.
What's even
do you
more
want me to
interesting...
go back down an Ariana rabbit hole?
No, go down the Justin one tonight if you've got any more info, but I went down this one last night.
Tell us what's more interesting than that piece.
It was in Sag Harbour, and it was a 2025 next year's model of the BMW, so it sounds like there's some sort of sponsorship deal there.
Oh, how does he get that?
Congratulations. Now, there's a conversation to be had about how much he'd had to drink. He told the officers that he'd only had one martini.
Yeah.
Right? Now...
How many standard drinks in a martini, though?
I would say 2 or 3.
No one tells the truth, though. And you watch RBT. I'm an avid
waiting for a mate.
watcher of RBT, and it's always, you know what the standard answer is? I've had a couple. Yeah. I've just had a couple.
Had a couple at work before I came home.
Well, everyone knows you have a couple of... is it a couple of schooners in an hour, and then, you got to wait another hour before you can go again, but it's...
I don't think a schooner is a standard drink, though.
No,
way.
God, no. A pot's a standard drink.
Yep.
Or a glass of beer. Tommy, how many standard drinks in one... What did he have, a martini?
In a martini, 2 standard drinks.
2?
Yeah.
Okay. And you can have a vodka or a gin martini, do you?
Yeah, you can.
Right. Do you know what he had? Doesn't matter.
I'm not sure.
What was the interesting part was?
Do you know who Justin Timberlake is?
I know he's on a world tour.
Do you think it'll ruin the world tour? Ask the police officer.
There you go.
There was somebody else there that's come out as a witness and said Justin was wasted. The term wasted has been used. Yeah. And I know where you've gone, Kate. Your mind has gone to, can we not have some witness who just wants to comment on a celebrity to get their name in the news?
No, I
Well,
wasn't
that's where we're at.
Oh, okay,
So you're going to have to deal with where we're at.
Okay, thank you for telling me.
Because I'm telling you right now, we're at it. The witness came out and said...
It's also boring, though, isn't it?
What's that? Where we're at.
Is there an element
There's nothing boring. It's not boring because it's somebody's life, but it's like so cliche.
Yeah, but what about this bit?
Okay, go.
So he was described as wasted. This witness, then went to the toilet. Justin, at this stage, noticed that this guy had left his drink on the table while he went to the bathroom. Justin wandered over like he was cleaning up, like the dish pick on call, and smashed this other guy's drink. Well, there's one. Hey, I've seen something in a glass over there, like a bin chook.
And that was in the bar
dregs?
before they left.
Yeah, dregs.
Dregs?
Yeah.
As if Justin Timberlake would be drinking dregs, mate.
Well, unless you are wasted. That's a poor decision.
When Justin came back, Justin was drinking his drink. The guy goes, Justin, that's my drink.
Did he know who Justin was?
He didn't. He said it's going to ruin the world tour. That'd be a great T-shirt. Justin, that's my drink. Justin time. That's
Can we
my
also...
drink.
We're missing out on the element of Britney Spears here. Do you think there's... that Britney's sitting at home going, finally...
Yeah,
the pressure's
she's not
off
sitting.
me.
She's dancing.
She's dancing, but she's finally going, finally, you can focus on Justin for once and no one's talking about me.
One person wrote, why does Justin Timberlake look so hungover if he had only one martini? I would suggest it was a giant martini glass.
Oh, good one. They're doing gear. They're doing gear in the comments.
You know that funny one where they go...
Now you're reading out comments.
You know the one where they go, I'm only having one wine tonight, and they're holding like a fish bowl of wine.
Oh, that's a fun... I love that one when the mums do that.
I laugh all the time.
Well, if there's a couple of Twitter comments, there's a... Well, at least there's a Maily Dale article in it.
God, they've got to be all over.
What was he wearing?
Well, it would be described by the Maily Dale 17 times in the article. Yeah. Justin was seen with a pair of jeans on. I love that, like they're writing for the blind, but the blind can't read. It's quite weird.
Well, they can read.
But depends if Braille was to be on your computer.
The Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
We're just talking about the Bold and Beautiful, the swimming group that starts 7 a.m. every morning, and they swim from Manly to Shelley Beach. Justine's from Manly. Don't tell us you're part of the Bold and the Beautiful, Justine.
I wish I could, but I'm not. But I do witness. It's quite an extraordinary event, you know. Everyone running into the water at that time of the morning in budgie smudges, budgie smugglers.
A couple of smudges.
Good effort.
It is a great effort. Justine,
smugglers. Are
you part of any running exercise or? Group like
I
that?
do the walk. Yep, the Queen's Fist to Shelley Walk. It's a fabulous place on Manly Beach.
How far is that walk?
It's about 5k.
All right, that's a good hit out.
Down back, yeah.
Shelley, that is such an amazing walk from Manly to Shelley Beach. Is it getting a bit too chockers during summer now, Justine, or you don't like it?
It gets busy, but you don't want to get in the way of those new mums with their pram.
No, you don't.
No. And there's not much room.
It's the walk that keeps you sane after you've had it.
Does anyone know why it's named Shelley Beach, Tom?
Lots of shells.
Can you find out?
Lots of shells on the beach.
Well, I don't think there is.
Heaps.
Mate.
There's at least
no, there's not. It's
3 million.
It's where everyone goes to learn to scuba dive.
That's right.
Yeah, it's all school there.
It's sheltered in there.
They take a lot of scuba groups there.
I bet, Justine.
And they've got there's the boathouse restaurant there now.
Yes.
So Justine does her 5k walk and then settles in for a dozen Aperol spritzers, you naughty thing.
Okay. No, Justine, what is it, Tom? Why is it called Shelley Beach?
There's evidence of occupation of Aboriginal people in the area. In particular, a shell midden has been recorded near the ferry Balboa car park.
What's a Shell Midden?
That's why it's called Shelly Beach, even though it's not that shelly. And what's a Shell Midden? I'll tell you after we talk to Richard in Fairfield.
Okay.
Dickie, how are you, Richard?
Hey, can you see me?
Yeah, we got you, big guy.
Yeah,
What's
how are
going
you?
on?
I called you guys a couple of months ago about me dating my boss's daughter.
Oh, yeah?
And, so everything all fell into place, so it's all sorted now.
So, the boss didn't know. When we spoke last time, your boss didn't know that you were dating his daughter. Is that right, Richard?
Yeah, my boss didn't know.
Right.
So how did you inform him, Richard? Because I know that you were you were nervous about letting him know.
Yeah, I was actually. I told him, I actually just told my partner now, and just said, we just need to tell him because it's just getting too awkward.
How did he take it, Richard?
He was about to slap me in the face.
And then you said, no, but I love her.
I told him, I was like, I'm treating her good, so, that's all you need to,
You must love it, Richard.
You know what's going to come down to, Richard? The unfortunate thing here is the situation is you're either going to lose the person that you love or your job,
I
mate.
want to lose my job,
Yeah, you don't want to lose her, Richard.
You can't have both, Dick.
Yeah, can't have both. But yeah, he was pretty he was pretty shocked, and he was like, "How come you didn't tell me in the beginning?" And I was just I was too nervous.
And now you're over for Sunday night dinners, aren't you, Richard?
Yeah, of course.
See you in the morning, Dad.
He's not Dad yet.
Stepdad.
Stepdad. All right, I love it, Richard. Thanks for the update. Tina in Picton. What do you want to talk about, Tina?
How cold it was this morning when I got up. It was 0 degrees.
Wow. And what time did you get up, Tina, and why are you up so early?
Driving to work.
Yeah.
I was at 5:30 this morning, and everything, my car was all iced over and everything was all pretty and sparkly. It was like walking out into a set of Frozen.
Wow. Tina, what do you do for work?
I'm a merchandiser.
Oh, okay. So you do shop fronts?
Yeah, I actually merchandise in Bunnings.
I love Bunnings.
Tina, we're always coming up with ideas for our merchandise on the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie show. Give us something that's a bit outside the square, like a kangaroo scrotum bottle opener or anything like that. Tina, what's going around at the moment?
I don't know. I work in Bunnings, so drills and screwdrivers.
Wow, Tina, if we come up with a product, can we get it into Bunnings, do you think? Into the hardware?
I can try.
Hey, Tina, you know what I was watching last night? It was a guy who was going into Bunnings, and there's been a lot of talk about this, that single women will hang out in Bunnings hoping that a hot tradie wanders past, and then they ask the tradie a question in an effort to meet them. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't, but I get lots of people asking me questions.
Yeah, I bet you picked up a couple of lads there in Bunnings, Tina.
Tina, you don't know everything in that store. You cannot remember everything and what section everything is in.
Oh, you can.
Oh, wow.
Pretty good.
How good is that? Tina, I love you. I'm going to come and say good day and find that left-handed screwdriver.
No worries.
Good on you, Tina. It's a laugh. There's a laugh in there. Fitz, we have got a family pass. GWS, Giants, Swans, Sydney Derby this weekend.
Oh, who do we give that to? I am going to give it. For kicking us off this morning, I think Justine in Manly. She's.
Justine, you've got it.
Yay, thank you.
You headed to the footy this weekend.
That's a great way to start the day.
Well done. All yours, Justine. Go back to sleep.
Watch this bit of rivalry heat up as GWS Giants take on the Sydney Swans at NG Stadium. Tickets from gwsgiants.com.au.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Listen up, Sydney.
Fitzy, Whipper and Kate's Life Improver.
Kids Edition.
Just let me take you to a better place.
Kogan.com helps you get what you want for less. Kogan.com. Now that's clicking awesome.
Got a beauty for you first up. This might help you out, Kate Ritchie. I was talking to a mate who's got a dog.
Oh, I do have a dog.
Yeah, you got a dog, Annie. Anyway, the dog's been digging a hole in the backyard. They
Oh,
can't
man dog.
stop the dog digging a bit.
Yeah,
hole in
we
the backyard.
I actually, it's only a very small backyard, so I've got like an old makeshift kind of wire fence at the moment,
Yeah.
so she doesn't get in there.
You've been digging holes for years, mate.
Oh, my God.
What is the solution?
The solution is you go to the hole, you dig it big enough that you can you can blow up a balloon and put it in the hole. You then cover the hole and the balloon with dirt. The dog comes to dig, the balloon pops, the dog gets the fright of its life. And
the balloon will pop
never
beforehand.
digs again.
Yeah, but then you've got that.
Well done, Whip.
Oh, no.
Well done, Whip. That's what they advise you to do if you have a dog that digs.
So you
Yeah, but
scare
why-
the dog.
Yeah.
Why
shock
would you
the
dig
dog.
a hole even more?
Oh,
It's that big to fit a balloon in there.
Okay.
I know, but you do
don't
want
blow
to,
it- Don't blow the balloon up very big, mate.
or just buy a little water
Yeah, buy a
balloon
water
pop.
bomb. Buy a water bomb. Do it with a water
Charlie, let's go to Charlie. He's 12 years of age from Leichhardt. Good morning, Charlie.
Good morning.
Oh, Charlie, we need a life hack. You need to help us with our lives. What do you got for us?
So, when you're going on a big road trip, for example, and it's like, you're going to be bored, you get a Ziploc bag, you take out the head thing on a chair,
Yep.
You put the Ziploc bag over the two holes on the chair, stab those holes in on the Ziploc bag with scissors, put the head thing back on the chair, and then you open the zip, put your phone in, and you can watch something on the road trip.
It's good. It's about how to attach your phone to the back of the seat.
That's great without the whole.
Genius,
the whole
Charlie.
thing. And you could probably put some snacks and
I was
stuff
going to
in there
say
too.
snack bag as well, yeah.
Or if you get a bit vomity,
Oh.
make sure you take your phone out first
Yep.
and then
Yeah, what's that?
into the back,
Mhm.
and not into mum's hair.
God, we've got a 9-year-old from Parramatta. Scarlett, are you there, Scarlett?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Hi, Scarlett.
Okay. Can you please give us a life improver?
My life hack is instead of cutting passion fruit in half, you cut the top off. It then becomes a cup. Then I scoop the inside out and drink the juice out. No mess.
No mess. That's amazing because you wouldn't lose all the juice when you cut a passion fruit. Most of
Goes
the juice
everywhere.
ends up on the chopping board.
Yeah. Scarlett,
I have another life hack.
What is it?
Great.
Too hot, yeah, double.
When me and my brother watch a movie, we make Lego stands for the iPad because my dad won't buy us one.
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
right.
yeah.
Dad
You've
won't
got to
buy you
make
one.
it.
Yeah, sure.
Well, that's a good idea. And then you're kind of playing with the Lego as well.
Scarlett, Dad sounds like a bit of a tight bum, is he?
Yeah, his name's not
Yeah,
Jared,
is
is it?
His name is Jared.
Oh, it is. Yeah, well, I know the guy.
Oh,
I know him
we've
well.
heard about Jared.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
buy. Well, I tell you what, with $500 to spend at Kogan.com, it could go towards an iPad.
Or Scarlett, just quietly go and get Daddy's credit card.
No, don't say that,
No,
please.
don't say that.
Scarlett sounds far too
There's
sweet
some
for
numbers
that.
on the front and the back.
Let's go to Andrew in Hurstville.
Hello, Andrew.
Hi guys! Wow, those kids are great. Going to be tough to beat that, but my kids came up with a great life hack. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
All right. They go, here's a bike lock. There's the snack box. Dad, you pick the combination and don't give us the code till we've done our chores and homework. So outside I'm going, yeah, sure. On the inside I'm going, what did I ever do to deserve these champions?
Yeah.
And every parent's go, hey, look, can you get your kids to talk to my kids about that? Anyway, look, I love this life hack. I think it's brilliant.
And
They've created their own discipline within the house.
Do you know what? Here's your dessert. You finish dinner, your dessert's right here, but I'm going to lock it up until you've done all your chores. I don't mind that. I don't mind it.
My wife has attempted to do this with like a chain lock on the fridge.
Oh,
If
yeah.
I'm drinking whiskey. Because I go straight for the ice cream fairly heavily.
Oh, it works for adults as well, you know?
Yeah, it works for adults too. Good on you, Andrew.
Benny's 11 years of age. He's from Hornsby. Hi, Benny.
Hello, how are you?
Good,
Yeah,
Benny.
good. What did your dad teach you to do? What's your life hack?
My dad taught me if I ever upset a woman or like my mum or my sister, you just walk up to them, say sorry, and then just walk away out of the room.
Oh, Benny. It's a magic word. Do you know what's interesting, Benny? You're only 11 years old. There are people a lot older than you, and they're fully grown men, and they still don't know how to say sorry. So well done.
Yeah, that's amazing.
well said,
very,
Whip.
very respectful,
Tom's
Benny.
one of them.
Well said,
Well
Whip.
said. Well said,
Whip.
Thanks,
Life
Whip.
advice.
You're going to be a great man, Benny.
This is really tough, Kate. And you, the worst thing is you got to make the decision here. This is really tough.
Well, I mean, Scarlett had me, but I'm so sorry. Benny, being respectful to women, has to earn the $500.
Benny.
$500 to spend at Coke, and Benny, you've won.
Oh, thank you.
That's all right, mate. Think of all the stuff you can buy.
Yeah, well done, Benny. How good is that? $500 at Kogan, guys. Kogan.com helps you get what you want for less. Kogan.com. Now that's clicking awesome. Okay, the kids are back on air tomorrow because we've got, they roast us in the junior wrap-up of the week.
Cannot wait.
Thanks so much, Whip.
Thanks, Whip.
Thanks, Whip.
8:15 tomorrow, junior wrap-up of the week. You are amazing, Whip. Well said, Kate. Thanks, Whip.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
I've got absolutely no idea what we're doing now.
No, we're doing Snoop Dogg because he celebrated 27 years of marriage to his high school sweetheart. He put up a beautiful Instagram post yesterday, Kate, in matching pink outfits with his wife.
Yeah.
Her name is Shantae Broadus, and he said, #27, she's the boss lady. Thank you for everything. And everyone's going, oh, what a beautiful moment with Snoop. I do look at them, though, and I go, I reckon she would have had some hard times.
Oh, my God. I saw a movie one time.
27 years of marriage to Snoop Dogg. Now, I don't think it's conventional, is it?
I watched this thing called Snoop Dogg Doggy Style. And I was like, you and the boys need to settle down there, Snoop.
Okay,
You've got a lot going on around that pool.
So they met. So they've been married 27 years.
Yeah.
But how's this?
Talk us through the fairy tale.
Shantae and Snoop met at high school, and the thing is, they've had 3 children together, which is beautiful over the 27 years. The thing is, though, Snoop's got 4 kids.
Oh.
So the 3 that he's had with Shantae are Corday, Cordell, and Corey.
How annoying.
And then there's a son called Julian.
Where does he fit into the 4?
No, well, Shantae's not the mother of Julian.
Well, the mother might have been who I saw by the pool watching that clip, but it could have been many mothers.
So he's spoken about this before. He does love her, Kate, but
Of course he does, and she's the boss lady.
She's the boss lady, but he has talked that it has been a bit difficult for her over the years.
You got to understand that the turmoil and the stuff that I put her through in my journey on becoming successful, because I had no understanding of what I was doing her, how I was hurting her, and how I was betraying myself until I became a man and realized that I need to love this woman who loves me and had my kids and put my life in perspective and let my music and my business be secondary.
I love an excuse.
Isn't that beautiful?
I
He's
love
a
an
sweetheart.
excuse.
It's like a revelation.
I wasn't a man until I realised my behaviour. That was childlike. I was a boy, but now I discovered myself.
Is he one of the very few in the world that the more that he stuffs up Snoop Dogg, the cooler everyone thinks he is?
I think maybe from the outside, but I think when you're in the inner sanctum, it's not so fun.
I know where you're going now, Fitz. Fitzy has one more part to the Snoop Dogg story that he likes to share.
What's that? What is it?
And I'm not talking about the cookies your mum made for Snoop. It's about when a friend of ours was invited into Snoop's caravan. Would you like to do the honours, Fitz?
What happened?
So a mate of ours took his wife to a festival here in Australia. It was a rap festival and Snoop Dogg was performing. And his wife, very attractive. After the show, they were invited backstage, Kate. And they knew it was Snoop's caravan because they could see all the smoke coming out of the caravan. And
thought it was on
fire. Big security guards there. All of a sudden the door opens. The door opens and you sort of see these fingers come out and they go, yeah, let him in. So the security guard opens the door. She walks in first. As he goes to walk in, the door closes.
Sorry, mate, you wait here.
And she came out. She was fine. She said, look, it was all sweet. He just wanted a photo. And as they were getting a photo, she said the words that she heard was back onto the dog.
He stood behind her in the pic and whispered into her ear, back onto the dog.
I'm officially not in the studio, Tommy. If anyone asks, was Kate Ritchie there?
Kate's gone. Kate, where was Kate? She was not here.
She did not have her listening ears on.
27 years of marriage. Well done to Snoop and Shantae. Why don't we play a bit of Beautiful now with Pharrell Williams?
Oh, what a beautiful
song.
life they've had.
Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.